All right, y'all, we back. This is Legends Only Club, and I am Lauren the Legend, and today we had Dante. Mr. Dante Maurice, man. If you don't know, please make sure that you check him out because he is incredibly talented in all aspects. But, let's get into this cut. And as you can see, how I started versus how we finished is going to be a process. I had literally no idea what I wanted to do until I was actually in it. And you see it's late, he was my last cut of the day. There's no excuse, but I was just like, I'm gonna just start cutting, and whatever comes to mind, it comes to mind. And his hair is really, really dense, so I wanted to try something, So what I recommended was, before you cut off the curls, let's try just a texturizer. Trust me, I'm not going to leave it in that long. And he was like, cool. So we went ahead and that's what we did. I put a little texturizer in it. As you can see, it was a little difficult to even put in. I even had to use my hand. So sometimes you got to get it in how you can. So I used my hand, made sure I massaged it in, made sure I combed it through to give it that S-curl pattern. And then we got into the cut. And once I felt his new texture, I then came up with what I wanted to do. What we did was we did a little ball drop fade. Like I said, normally that's not something that he would normally get. So this was nice to see him get a drop fade going into the curls, and especially something that he can maintain himself at home. So that's what you're seeing. Now I'm getting into it. I wanted to stay kind of mid, once I seen the transition. And that's what I did. I wanted to, get everything placed in. I wanted to line him up to see what this would look like before I did any enhancements, and just to see, how his line was going to set, and even, just how his hair was going to lay down in the front. And I loved it. Cleaned up his face. Took his facial hair off and down. He usually doesn't like to keep his chin hair. Sometimes I try to talk him into that, but no matter what I do, I cannot talk him into keeping this piece right here. He said he looks like his dad too much, so I understand it. So we went ahead and we got rid of that. Added a little enhancements, and then we added some products, which I just used a simple leave-in conditioner, nothing too heavy, and styled it with the curl sponge. And of course, he was satisfied, and then he came back to me a couple weeks later. So yeah, that's client retention for you one-on-one. But make sure that you communicate with your client and style. You talk about what type of styles that are going to complement them, and just make sure that you guys are also having fun with the haircuts too.